Welcome back to the show. Natsu here once again. And this time around, we're gonna talk about the new patch that came with the new DLC, right? Now, in this video, I'm gonna show the before and after, so you can see the difference, right? Also, I'll be only be focusing in the nerfs and buff that the characters have, because most of the patch notes are things that were broken and they fixed it, right? So if there's a character you want to jump and see those changes, you can use the timestamp below. It will be in the comments and descriptions. Also, please like and subscribe, it helps a lot of the channel. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's go. The first character we're going to talk about is Jonathan. You will see over here I will be doing the normal CP first, the medium, and then the hard version, right? And you can see that they are really far away, right? Now, if you compare it to the new version, the medium and also the hard version, the enemy lands way closer. Now, having said that, it doesn't mean that like it will be way easier to, like, you know, it won't be like a retarded version to go over and try to do the TP loops. You still need to make the enemy be super high in the air, but this changes what it does. It makes it more consistent in trying to go and do those loops, right? You can see over here that even though I'm trying doing this, I thought it will work, but it doesn't work. But there's a lot of combos that before were kind of iffy. Now what's gonna happen is that they will work as intended, right? But I have seen some scenarios, so let me show you over here a scenario where it works the way it should be working. So okay, let's go here. You can see I'm doing a DP, the combo. Gonna go over here, this medium, see, this is really high. This is the medium version, and then I can go over here. But this is an issue, see? There is this issue still happening, that once you go over and try to do some moves, especially DPs, the enemy is getting away from the corner. This is something that Cyberconnect has been trying to fix for a while, but still happening. In the case that you know that might happen, right? Usually I will go with this route I'm gonna show you here, even though it's not the one I want to do because I'm missing damage. But again, there's other combos that you can do about it. This is used like an example. So yeah, go and experiment, stuff like that. I believe Bangkok is doing a lot of Jonathan experiments, and it's looking awesome, right? Now here's the thing with Cesar, right? Cesar got a buff with his EX move, right? His kick. Now this kick, usually what happened was that if they tried to do a fireball before, he will get hit after a while, but now he has a lot of invisibility, so it's a better tool overall. And you can see that even if I do it super late, right, the move will pass the fireballs altogether. So this is a good thing for Cesar. Now this is the way that the spears, the bubbles list, worked before. You could call them back and forth on top of them, and technically it will be all the way there, and it will be really hard for some characters. Now, having said that, the new changes I'm gonna show you here. This is a nerf, because you can see I'm doing the medium, and what's gonna happen is the lenses will not get activated. It will get replaced, and therefore the projectile it will appear. Now, even though there's a moment that, for example, here it looks like it's appearing, the only thing bypass this is that as soon as the projectile is gonna hit you or is hitting you, then you can call it again. But it's not the same as before. Again, this is a nerf for Cesar. He got a buff, but got a nerf. I'm not sure about this nerf, to be honest, but time will tell, right? Now let's go with the next character. Dio Brando got buff again. Now this move, what's happening now is that once it hits you, it brings you closer to him after the knockback, and this allows you to do combos like this. Before, this will have not worked, but if I do a flash cancel over here, I'm able to do this really easy and do damage with him. To be honest, he was looking way better every time. And see, this is another thing, when you do special cancel to a move, that will hit. Before, that wasn't the case. So again, good buff for Dio. This character, Cyberconnect is on a rampage with him. But yeah, so the next character we're gonna talk about is Polnareff. So Polnareff got buff. In my opinion, I mean this is a buff because this move before was a high. You can see it's hitting on a high, right? Now they changed it so that now it's gonna be a low. So you can see it's a high. Now you're gonna see the new version, and this is the same damage in the same range. You can see that's a low. Now the reason why I say this is a buff, not only because it's so low, is because, for example, you see you're hitting him on a string, right? And they block low, right? But the thing is that Polnareff has also a medium, a special move that hits overhead. So, you know, he can do like a almost, I won't say a 50-50 because you can, you know, work for it, right? You can like react, sorry. Now, another thing I want to explain is that if you see this combo, right? I'm gonna put it again so people can see it. When he does the follow-up to the slice, right, the low version now, right, you can do flash cancel and you can do it super late, so it allows you to do combos like this. So people that were having issues with trying to do the dive loops, right, they can go at least this route and go from there, and will be way easier for them, right? Again, this is a buff to Polnareff. I think he needed this, right? Because some people are saying that he doesn't have consistent combos, but with this route it will be more consistent, in my opinion. Now, all Joseph, you're gonna see that before, if you use the whip, right, the medium one, because that's the one they're talking about. If you go and spend meter, right, the follow-up, the animation will be a hard knockdown, and it will be really far away, right? Now you can combo up from this. There's certain situations where you can combo, but it's hard to do it, especially online. You could do like a micro dash and then do the sweep version, the low version, which is super hard. I've seen some people do it. I have never been able to do it offline. I mean online. Now you can see the new version. You're able to do. It has a crumple now, so it allows you to do combos like this. Now you might be asking, oh, so now you can do those combos, but why not trying to call out, remove the stand and then go for that? It's really hard. You can combo. You can see now I tried again here and do a crushing kick, but the problem is that the figures will not reach. So it's really hard to go from there. You might, in my case, I would recommend to use an assist. Now, having said that, right, what happens if you use the buffed medium version on a combo, right? If they're juggle and you go for this, right? Unfortunately, the crumple will not get activated. So, in my honest opinion, it will be way better to use the old routes like this one. You put on the ground, and then you will go about this, and you can go do your level 3 or whatever, right? So keep that in mind that in the air, if you use it as filler, it won't do the crumple, and also will remove the ability to use the crumple again if you go and use the OTG. Now Koichi got like a buff nerf because this move now hits twice, the medium and also the light version. Reason why I say it got like a buff is because it does more hit, so technically it has more hit stun, and you will be seeing in a few seconds I do a combo. It's way easier to do that combo, right? But the reason why I say it's a nerf is because since it has more hits, the damage scaling will affect it and make some combos hit lesser. But you can see over here, this is super easy to do now, right? And you have a lot of time to confirm with the hits, so I think it's a fair trade, to be honest. So yeah, another buff to Koichi overall, in my opinion. But anyways, let's go with the next character, Kosaku. Now, Kosaku has some interesting changes. You will see the mine. This mine before, if you do, for example, you do a sweep and go here, it will not work. It wasn't an OTG. The only way you will combo this is that you will do the taunt and then go from there, right? Now, this has been changed because now the bomb hits on the floor and it allows you to do combos like this, right? Again, this is not optimized, don't go about it. But yeah, like super awesome new route. Also, I think it's way easier to confirm. Now, another thing is that the recoil from his combos, this is the old version, right? If you get hit by the bomb, that was gonna happen. You will be able to combo there way easy. Now the new version, you will see that I try to do the hard attack at the end and it doesn't connect because it gives more hit stun, so I get more less time to recover. Now there's way to go about this. You can dash forward and you can combo afterwards, so it's not technically a nerf. Now if you want to do something stylish like go here and try to do a flash cancel, the time is kind of weird. For example, here I do it finally, and then we can go from here and do a combo. So you can do that, right? If you want to style on your opponents and not get any damage altogether, right? Okay, Narancia has a lot of changes. Now this move before was back and forth. Now it's a quarter circle 4, and to be honest, way easier to do it now. Like sometimes it will overlap with this other move, which is down down P, and the follow-ups have changed. The overhead version now is an overhead, and you can do the mix up between the low and the overhead, right? And this move now hits as an OTG, the follow-up, and you can do combos like this. I think Narancia is a way better place now with these changes, but you know, let's see how it goes. I'm interested to play with him now that those changes were implemented, because there was an overlapping that I hated, right? Now the next character will be Nero, and Nero, well, I'll explain this. So after his great hard attack, the level 2 super, or level 3 however we want to call it, right, got nerfed. Now what it gets nerfed is not in the damage, but in the recovery after the super. So what this means is that, for example, you see in the old version, I was able to do this kind of combo, right? Dash 4, call Koichi, and do a combo, etc, and do big damage, right? Now with the new version, right, what happening is that he has so much recovery time that if I try to dash 4 and do his special move, it will not hit. And sometimes if it hits like a layer part, it won't do the ground bounce. So now the only thing I can do is like dash 4 and do the OTE, right? But having said that, there's ways about you can go. There's other ways you can go and do this kind of combo, right? Unfortunately, the thing is that you will need to change your assist. In my case, right? I tried to do other assists that hit OTE, but it wasn't working. The only one that was reliable was old Joseph, and you can go and do this and combo afterwards and do big damage, right? So it's a nerf, not you know, but it's, you know, it depends on how you play with the character, right? Now having said that, Jolyne, you can see this move, which I use a lot, to be honest. Now you were never able to do a special cancel or even do a flash cancel afterwards. You can see that I'm mashing to do a flash cancel, it doesn't come out. Super, it doesn't come out, right? And they buffed it so that now you can do a super. You can see over here now that I do it, a super will come out. Also, good thing about this is that the only thing they changed was that the property of doing a hard knockdown is still there, and now you can do combos like this, right? I'm gonna call Koichi over here. I'm gonna show some really easy combos like that. So yeah, like I think this is a great way for Jolyne to go, because doing that move does more damage than her aura, right? And again, you know, she looks cool doing this. Let's go. And then you also allows you to do your setups as normal. So there's no big issue about it, right? And also, if you want to know, yes, you can do the trap after Koichi. And you can do, like, again, you can do super easy combos. See, and then you can go to the super. Keep in mind that there will be, you know, if you try to use the move more than 3 times, it will not work because of how the game works, right? And here's the example with the Koichi assist and then using a trap so I can combo afterwards. And awesome thing about this is can do like a, it will do a side switch. And there you go, right? Again, good buff for Jolyne. Now, Pucci, I want you to notice that the light version does a ground bounce, right? And it's not that fast, right? But now the new version is really fast, but it doesn't do a ground bounce. So the issue with this is that you will need to use the medium version and then go after that, because if you try to use the light version, it will not work. But interesting thing is that if they go and block it, right, and stand, and you can call the counter, and it will be like trying to remove their turn, right? Now another thing they did, right, this is kind of buff and nerfs. This one also might be like a buffer nerf also, because now when they remove the disc, you can see that the disc is in the floor if they block it, right? But then it can become a tug of war, right? Making people get hit by they trying to get the disc, right? So it will be interesting to see how this will go for pushing. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be all. As always, like and subscribe, and see you next video. Take care. Bye bye.